Morning. So yeah, this is kind of what I look like in the morning. I haven't showered or anything yet, but I'll get to that eventually. Kind of in my underwear, so thankfully the camera can't see below that, because I'm in my unmentionables, so I won't mention them. I guess there comes a point where you kind of realize that you need coffee. That's one thing. Where you realize what you really have and take stock of it when you're given an opportunity to try something else or to lose that thing. An opportunity for a job came up with the same company but in a different role. And you know what? I don't want to say my current role is bad. It's just I know that's not what I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life. But neither will this other thing. So this kind of opportunity gave me a lot to think about. So of course, when I need to think, I go for an early morning drive. The thing about these early morning drives is that it's kind of like a meditation for me. It's like I don't really have to think aside from concentrating on the road. I think the best thing about them is the fact that it's so early that there's nobody else out there. You kind of feel like you've got the road to yourself. You're not stuck in traffic. You're not stuck with volume. And it's just me with some music, cruising down some street. And it's not like it's a 10-minute drive down to the grocery store. I think this is an hour on the highway, plus another half hour trying to figure out where I'm going, because I usually don't follow a map. I just kind of hear about a place or see some place in a picture and try to find it. So I went to Zero Ave, and if you're not really familiar with the way streets are numbered kind of in the Lower Mainland area, but when you get down to Aldergrove or South Surrey or Abbotsford, kind of can't go any lower than those numbers. So Zero Ave is also the border between Canada and the US. So I just went for a drive there to see what it's like. I know I can see Mount Baker from that road, so I was hoping to get a really good view of it. Nevertheless, it was still a good drive, able to kind of give me that time alone, time to think. So I've decided not to go with this other role, and continue, of course, with my current one and just see where that goes, you know? So I think it's time for coffee. Trying to make that decision of whether I want to pursue that new role. I don't say I'm burdened with the history of family or whatever, but I've got accomplished family members. My grandfather, obviously, as I mentioned last week. My brother's a great teacher in Alberta. My dad worked all the way through the education career up to the presidency of the college in Grand Prairie. And I don't have that drive. I don't have that initiative, maybe, or that ambition. I still don't see how that's a wrong thing and that's a bad thing. I just like doing what I do and being nice to other people, and that's pretty much all I really want to make out of my life. I just want to be happy. Those drives, man, they help.